Does he love the devil?
He. Why does it have to be a he? Why can it not be a she?
Okay, but regardless of gender, does he love the devil?
Of course. They created the devil.
That's not the question. Does he love the devil?
They created the devil.
Does
And
your
everything.
all-loving God love the devil? Does he love Satan? He loves Satan?
And everything they created from love. The devil is just a part of God.
Okay, from this point on, I just want a yes or no. Does your all-loving God love Satan? Yes or no?
Of course. Yes.
Interesting. He loves the devil?
God loves you. Does not God love you?
Do you have your Bible?
Even though you're disobedient unto God, does not God still love you?
Could you do me a favor? Could you, since you have an all-loving God, could you look up Luke 14:26 and read it?
First, do he even believe in the Bible?
It doesn't. Yeah, Luke, he's a person of love. Of course, he loves the Bible.
Okay, I just want to see.
Luke 14:26. Could you look it up?
Yeah, just say what it says. What does it say? What does it say?
It tells you. Jesus tells you to hate. Jesus tells you to hate everybody. Hate your mother. Hate your father. Hate your mother, your kids, and at the end, he tops it all off. It tells you to hate yourself, man.
What chapter?
14:26.
14:26.
And he tells you all that in 14:26.
He tells you to hate your kids, man. Hate your mama.
If anyone comes to me,
right, go ahead.
And does not hate father, mother, wife, children, brothers and sisters, yes, even their own life, such a person cannot be my disciple.
So now, what is he
about? This all-loving God telling you hate, man.
No. You have to read that again.
If we read, if we want to get context, we can read the verses. It tells you later on to pick up your cross and walk right. If this,
right, but he says, but listen to what he says. He says, if any man come to me and hate not his father,
and does not,
and mother,
no, said,
and wife, and children, and brother, and sister, yes, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. So not only are you to hate your father,
do you
mother,
hate your life, man?
I gave up my life.
Do you hate your life, man?
I gave up my life. I died.
Thank you for telling me you gave your life.
I laid it down.
Thank you for telling me that you gave it up, but do you hate it?
Listen.
Answer the bag. We got that.
I laid my life down. It's no longer me that live it, but it is the anointing of the Most High that lives in me.
So you don't know if you hate yourself or not?
If I what? Hate myself. I hated myself so much I laid my life down.
The verse.
I said I hated myself so much I laid my life down.
Okay, what about your kids? Well, I don't hate myself. I love myself. I love me.
That's why you could never be God.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Go ahead, AI.
So just answer the question yes or no, because I ain't here. Do you hate your life?
Not the life I live now. I hated the life I used to live.
It's just.
I hated the old life.
I'm not asking that. I'm saying in general, do you hate your life? Do
you
hate living? That's what I'm saying.
No, I live as God, so why would I hate living?
So if you don't hate your life, then you can't be near him, bro.
I already gave up my life. You're talking about my life. You're not talking about the life that I'm living.
There's a difference between giving up
No, listen.
Between,
When I said give up, that mean I laid my life down. That mean it's no longer mean that
you
live it.
understand that?
I
You know you
don't
can love your
live
life
according.
and
Listen to
you know you
me.
can love your life
Listen
and
to
give it
me
up.
so you'll know. I don't live according to
You can
man's
still love your
way.
life and give it up.
I
You
don't
don't have
love
to
the
hate it.
things of this world.
So
I
there's a
don't seek
difference.
the things of
Even in
this
give it
world.
up. In what context do you mean? Because you can give your life.
I'm trying to tell you, if you
give
will
your
be
life
quiet,
by,
I will let you understand
God,
instead
you
of
give your
you
life
trying
by
to
doing
tell me,
obedience.
because you're trying to figure it out.
Conflated meaning.
You don't have to figure it out. I
And
would
by the
tell
way,
you
you
straight
have
out
no
if you
notes
would
now.
just listen.
So you're just still talking and you look pretty
I'm
foolish.
still
But
talking
yeah,
because
so
you're
we
not
asked you
listening.
if
And
you
you
would give
ask the
up. We asked you if
question,
you
but you
hate
don't
it. You
want the
said no.
answer
So therefore,
because
just
it's
leave your life
not
alone.
answering the way that you
You
thought it would.
cannot be near him.
Now I
You
told you.
cannot. No, not cannot come near. You cannot be his disciple.
His disciple, I
You gonna
wasn't
lose yourself?
trying to be his
You muted, bro.
disciple.
He probably still talking out.
Why would I be his disciple? Wouldn't it be God's disciple? He didn't come to make you his disciple. He came to show you how to get to the Father. He never said he wanted you to be his
Explain to me why he
disciple.
wants you to. Hold on. Explain to me why would he want his disciples, those who follow him, to hate his mother, hate his father, hate his children, hate their wives, hate their brothers, sisters, and hate themselves? Why they want them? Why would he want them to do that?
And what he's saying is, in order to truly love him, you have to give up yourself. You have to give
That's
up.
not what it says.
You have to give up all the things of this
It doesn't say
world.
that.
Listen, you have.
It doesn't say that.
I'm.
In fact, I'm gonna prove that it doesn't say that. No, it doesn't say that. You don't see where it says that. You don't have anything after that says that. Because after it said, and whoever does not carry their cross and follow me cannot be my disciple. It cuts off right there. And it starts with a new saying, suppose one of you want to build a tower. So it has nothing to do with giving up yourself. It's talking about hating yourself, hating your wife, hating your mother, hating your father,
Okay.
hating your children,
Could you
hating
do
your
me a
brothers and
favor?
your sisters.
Could you do me a
It has
favor?
nothing to do with giving up.
Could you do me a favor? Could you read?
I'm waiting for the favor. What's the favor?
Could you read Deuteronomy 13:6, please, and 13:7, also 13:8?
Okay, so I want to clarify something. So you do subscribe to the Old Testament, correct?
Old and new, they go together, brother. Whatever
I'm about
said,
to go to Deuteronomy.
whatever is
I'm
said
about to
in
go
the
there. I'm
new
about to go
has
there.
already been spoken in the
Okay,
old.
cool.
There is nothing in the new that
Okay,
was
I
not
just want to
spoken
clarify.
in the
I just want to
old.
clarify.
So you
I just want
cannot
to
say
clarify. It's a
that
yes or no question. You don't have to
agree
sit
with
there
one and don't agree with
and
the
get your ego in a
other.
bunch and get upset because now I'm
I
challenging your
am not
beliefs. You
upset.
don't
I'm
have to be
just
upset.
telling you, and
I
you
just
don't
want
want to
to
hear
know.
when I
I
tell
want to know.
you.
You
You don't
believe
want the truth.
you believe in the Old
No, it's
Testament
no
to be true,
belief. No, I
correct?
don't believe.
It's a yes or no
Believe.
question, bro. No
No,
need to
no,
monologue.
wait, listen. Belief is
So you don't
foolishness.
believe that both
To
of them
believe something means that
both
you
of them are
do.
true?
To believe something means that you
Okay.
lack
So I'm
knowledge.
not going to a book that
To
you don't believe
believe
unless I confirm that
something
you believe.
means that one lack knowledge in that. Because once you have
Okay, so
knowledge
you
in
know
it,
to
you
be
no
true then,
longer
correct?
believe it. You know it for a
You
surety.
know that it's true, correct?
That's
So
what I've been telling
you know
you.
that's true, correct?
I know what's
Okay,
true.
cool. Both of them are true, and there's nothing denying any of them.
What is
Okay.
true?
Now, would you want to go Exodus what?
Go
Deuteronomy, my
to
bad.
Deuteronomy 13:6, 7, 8, and 9. And explain that to me, please.
Why would I explain to you? I'm not the Christian, bro.
Yeah, we
I'm
don't
not a
interpret
Christian
scripture.
either, bro.
But
We
you
don't
use a Christian
interpret
book,
Bible
so I
I'm
don't
not
care
a
what you say
Christian,
you are.
bro.
You
I'm
say use
not
a
a
Christian book.
Christian.
We don't
Hold
interpret.
up.
Okay, so if you,
I
we
am a
don't
God.
interpret
I'm
Bible
not a
scripture,
Christian. I'm a
right?
God.
Okay. Hold.
I
You're
don't
what?
call myself a Christian.
You're what?
I'm a God.
What are you?
A God.
Okay. So do you believe in Jesus?
No.
Okay, then why are you following a book that
The book
is
is
ascribed to him?
because the book is a metaphor. It doesn't talk about him. It's a metaphor.
No. You
It's
just
a story.
said it was true.
It's a
No.
story.
Here's the thing.
Do you know what a
You said it was
metaphor
true.
is?
So it's a
Wait,
story.
let me
So
ask you a question.
I
Do
know
you
what
know what
metaphor
a
is. So it's a
metaphor
story.
is?
So then
A
everything in
metaphor is
the
just
book, I know
there
what
to
metaphor
teach
is.
you
I don't need to explain
something.
it to you. Okay, so you
So
want to
the
sit there
book
and
is
talk
there
over
to
me.
teach you about the right
Anyways,
way of
so
living,
let me understand this
the
correctly.
way that
You
gives you
got 5,
life,
No,
50
it's cool.
books.
Keep
over a
reading.
way that gives
Keep
you death.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay,
No, it's up
cool.
to your
That's
leader.
all
I'm
the
So
book
yeah, I
sorry.
don't
does.
understand. You believe that the
It teaches
entire
you.
Bible is a metaphor.
I believe that all of the
Correct?
Bible is a metaphor. Matter of fact, I know all of the Bible is a metaphor.
Oh, he's still talking to himself. Okay, I'll wait. You don't mute it, bro. I just want you to know that you mute it. So he's talking to himself. That's crazy.
I don't even know, bro.
He can turn back on his mic. He just don't want to. He talking to himself.
No, I wasn't talking to
his mic is
myself. I
off. Go
was
ahead,
just
man.
sitting there listening
I
at
am. Go
y'all.
ahead.
That's all. I was
So,
just sitting there
do you
listening,
hear?
bro.
Do you
I hear you every
answer,
time you
or
speak.
you just talked over me in your
I
mind?
hear you every time you speak. Nobody is talking over you. I have two ears and I only
Yeah,
have
that's
one
cool. We're
mouth.
not gonna argue on that. Okay.
So my ears
Okay.
are meant for me.
Okay. So you gonna answer the question, or you just gonna read?
What
So
question is
you
that?
gonna
You have
okay?
asked me
So
so many
you didn't hear what I
questions.
said there.
I have heard many of your questions.
I asked you one question.
Okay, which
I asked
question
you
did you ask me?
one question. You can't even answer. Okay. What I asked you was that if you follow, no, that's not what I said. I asked you. So everything in the Bible is a metaphor.
Everything. He speaks in parables. He said that in the old
Okay.
land and new.
So hold up, bro. I didn't ask for a goddamn explanation. Damn. Stop going to a monologue. Shit. When we ask for explanation, we will get one. But we didn't. I didn't ask for explanation, bro. Stop trying to give me an explanation. Jeez. Anyways, so unmute yourself so that way I know you're not talking to yourself. Like I've been assuming for the longest. Okay, then you're talking to yourself.
No, I just
And
don't
you're
have to
unmute.
unmute myself if I'm
Okay,
listening
there
to
we go.
you, Bill. Say what you got to say.
Okay. So if everything in the Bible is a metaphor, then God didn't create the earth. He didn't create light and darkness. He didn't create anything.
No, God didn't.
What is the metaphor for him for creating?
No, God did not. The Creator did.
But you said it's a metaphor.
According to your book, the
Oh,
Creator. Wait, listen. You study talking, but you want to ask the question, but then you don't want to wait for the answer.
We can go to
Don't ask me a question
I'm
if you're not willing to wait for the answer.
I'm in control right now, so you can do all that
Well,
yelling somewhere
don't
else.
ask me a
Easily.
question if you're
I'm
not
not gonna kick you,
willing
by the
to
way.
wait for the
I'm
answer.
pretty sure that's what you want me to do.
Why would you ask me a
You're not
question
trying to give
and
an
then
answer, though.
not wait
You're going
for the
straight to the
answer?
Quran. We're not talking about the Quran. If you want to talk about the Quran,
We're
we can talk
not
about the Quran.
talking
You want to talk
about, you
about the
didn't hear me speak no Quran.
Quran? Bro, you said according to me in my book. My book is the Quran.
Okay, according to the Quran, it is a metaphor as well. It speaks the same thing that the Bible speaks.
No, there are metaphors.
They're both
But
metaphors.
no.
They're both
See, now you're speaking without knowledge.
metaphors.
Now you're speaking without knowledge.
Okay.
There are metaphors used to convey a message.
The whole
but
book
not
is a
everything in the Quran
metaphor.
is a metaphor.
The whole book is a
You don't
metaphor
make that
because
claim.
none of them
You
people
made that claim.
existed,
You have to
bro.
sufficient that.
None of them people existed. The whole
But
book is a
instead of you answering
metaphor.
my question about him creating the earth and everything, is it a metaphor? Did it ever happen? You deflected and want to go to the Quran, so therefore you don't know.
No, I didn't go to the
So since you don't
Quran.
know,
You
I'm not
went to
gonna
the
continue
Quran.
wasting
I
my
didn't
time.
even
You're
bring
gonna
the
go to
Quran up. You
Since you know
brought the
that so much,
Quran up.
cool. Okay,
Because
so
that's
tell me
what.
this. I got the perfect one for you. The bee. Hold on, let me get it. Okay. There we go. The bee. So, since you say the Quran is a metaphor, tell me, what does this metaphor means? And your Lord inspired the bees, make your homes in the mountains, the trees, and in what people construct, and feed from the flower of any fruit you please, and follow the ways your Lord has made easy for you. From their bellies come forth liquid of varying colors, in which there is healing for people. Surely, in this is a sign for those who reflect. So tell me, how's that a metaphor, and what's the metaphor behind that, since you know so much, and you know more than me?
What are you reading from?
I'm reading the Quran.
Okay.
Chapter 16, verses 68 to 69.
You're reading the Quran, right? And you're reading
Mm-hmm.
what? And you're reading what chapter? Chapter 16.
16, verse 68 to 69.
Verse 68 through 69. Okay. So now, when you read verse 68 through 69, what about the verses that come before that? Did you read them too? It said, and thy Lord taught the bee to build its cell in the hills. The Lord taught the bee.
No, it doesn't. It says, and from the fruits of the palm trees and grapevines you derive intoxicants as well as wholesome provisions. Surely, and this is a sign for those who understand. So you do indeed derive intoxicant from grapevines.
It's saying thy Lord taught the bee to build its cells in the hills, on trees, and in man's habitation, then to eat all the produce of the earth, and find with skill the spectacular path of its Lord. There issues from within their bodies a drink of various colors, wherein is healing for man. Verily, in this is a sign, a parable for those who give thought. So this is another parable for those who give thought.
And you just lied about what it says. So
this is another. I'm reading what the book says. It's saying the Lord taught the bee to build its cell in the hills, on trees, and in man's habitation.
I'm assuming you're talking to yourself again.
Verse 60.
Hey, anybody ever seen somebody talk?
It says, and the Lord, verse 68, and the Lord, and thy Lord taught the bee to build its cells in the hills, on trees, and in man's habitation. Verse 69 says, then to eat all the produce of the earth, and find with skills the particular path of its Lord. The issue from within their bodies a drink of varying colors, wherein is healing for man. Now check this out, listen. It ends like this. Verily, verily in this is a sign for those who give thought. So this is another parable. And if you give it thought, you can find the sign.
Okay, what's the parable?
You can find the meaning to the parable.
So let me understand correct. So bees don't create honey that has different color. Is that correct? Is that correct?
To eat all the produce of the earth and find with skill the spectacular paths of its Lord.
That's not what I asked you.
What does it mean when it says to eat all?
So do bees not?
When it says to eat all of the produce, what does it mean?
It means it's talking about.
Is it talking about literally eating?
It's talking about fruit.
Is it talking about what?
It's talking about fruit. It's talking about fruit.
When the Bible speaks of fruit, when the Bible speaks of fruit, and when the word, when God's word, okay, wait, listen.
What's that say?
When God's word speaks of fruit, it is speaking of.
What does tamarati mean? No.
When God's word speaks of fruit, it is speaking of the fruit of righteousness, or either is speaking of the fruit of unrighteousness. What type of fruit do you eat? Do you eat the fruit from the? Do you eat the fruit that fell from the forbidden tree, or do you eat the fruit that comes from the tree of life?
It says eat from the fruits.
Fruit. It's characteristics.
And what is describing?
It's the characteristics of a person.
Produce
the fruit is the characteristic. What is honey? Honey is a form of life. Do you know anything about honey?
Honey in various colors.
You don't know nothing about
I would love to see how you deflect this one. And after I show you this, since you know so much about honey, because what you didn't know is I'm from the South and we produce a whole lot of honey in my state.
You produce a
I'm going to show you one honey that's not produced here, but it's produced in the world. Hold up.
You produce a whole bunch of honey. So what that got to do with it?
Look at that.
What did you learn from the honey? Tell me what you learned from the honey.
What is that?
When you observe,
this is called black honey.
When you observe the honey,
You see that?
Okay, you're gonna talk. You want to talk.
This is one of the rarest honey on the planet because it's
When
the
you
only one that is black. And it's the most healthiest honey. Did you know that? So it provides what? Healing. Hold up, I'm not done.
All honey provides healing. Did you know that?
Watch this.
Did you know that honey provides healing?
Hold up.
You didn't know that?
For the information.
You didn't know that honey provides healing?
Look at this. Look at this.
I think everybody on here
What is
knows that honey provides
That's
healing.
blue honey. You know how they make blue honey?
I think
From the
everybody
flowers
on
of what? Of blueberries.
Are we on here talking about honey?
You didn't know that, did you?
Are we on here to talk
Blue
about honey?
Look at that. Blue honey.
Okay.
Hold up.
Okay. So now he wants everybody to know that he can make honey.
And then you have eucalyptus honey, which give it a golden brown color. So was this? So please tell me, if this is a parable? What's the parable? What's the parable saying?
I'm not going to tell you. You make honey, so you should know all the ins and outs of honey. You should know when honey teaches. What have you learned from honey? From observing honey and from making honey. What have you learned about honey? That would be my question to you. What did it teach you? What did
you gonna say me the entire time?
What did you learn?
You gonna?
What did you learn from the bees?
I think I cooked them a little too much.
What did you learn from the bees?
And this dude don't know what.
When you was observing the honey that you was talking about and you was making all the different honeys, what did you observe from the bees and what did you observe from the honey? Because if you search deep within inside, there's a sign, there's a lesson for you to learn. Did you learn the lesson?
Okay, go ahead. I'm going to talk. Go ahead. What's the parable about?
I just told you what the parable was about. But you
Man, he
didn't
done asked
because
you
you was
multiple
too
times.
busy talking.
It should not take this long. If it's a parable, we get you're saying is a listen. We get you're saying it's a parable. Explain the parable to us.
The parable is about wisdom. The parable is about finding the truth to life.
So tell me what in 68 to 69 is about wisdom. Please tell me. What
if
is
you eat all the produce of the earth, the produce of the earth gives life.
It has nothing to do with humans eating the produce.
But it's not talking about the produce. It's talking about the produce that comes from the word.
Do you know the name of the chapter?
The produce comes from the word.
Do you know the name?
I don't have to know the name of the chapter. That's the name that man gave it. That's not the name that the Most High gave it. The Most High only gave you the word. Man took the word and tried to divide and put a man.
The word used here is fruit. Okay, it's using the word fruit.
So what is fruit? What is the fruit?
Not every last fruit can flower. There's only about what? Maybe 16 different fruits that can flower, or maybe 20 or more that can flower. You have figs that can flower, which is actually a flower. You have what else? You have strawberries, you have blueberries, raspberries, you have oranges, you have I believe lemons, you have multiple blueberries, raspberry, you have multiple fruits that can flower. You even have eucalyptus that's not a fruit but it flowers. So tell me what produce, because it's not talking about produce. The word used here is fruits. It specifies fruits. And you talking about the wisdom. Where in here does it talk about wisdom? It's not. It's not talking about wisdom. It's talking about bees. It's giving you a sign that of what bees do and has been proven that they do.
The verse serves as a...
So you don't know what you're talking about.
First of all, are you listening or are you going to talk? The verse,
not a parable.
Will you finish? Wait, stop.
Go ahead, brother.
The verse serves as a profound metaphor for divine guidance. It illustrates how God, Allah, provides instinct wisdom to creatures to create and organize productivity and beneficial systems in a diverse environment. The bee represents a dedicated, selfless worker that transforms raw resources into healing, representing the sweet results of following divine nature and the natural paths. So when you say divine guidance, you're talking about the teaching. It's understood.
Brother, you know,
when you say the
when you say
structure,
parable, when you use a parable
is a metaphor. A parable is just a metaphor. I just gave you the metaphor of that. I just gave you the metaphor of the verse that you used.
No, I don't want to hear all that.
I just gave you the metaphor of the verse that you used. Why you won't accept that?
You're wrong.
I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
So it's not teaching about divine guidance.
You're trying to say.
So you're saying that the book is not teaching you about divine guidance. Yes or no? I just want a yes or no, like you told me.
If you steal long enough, eventually you'll get caught.
Just give me a yes or no, like you told me. Is the book teaching you about divine guidance? Yes or no? Yes or no? Does the book teach you about divine guidance? Yes or no?
But this.
So you don't want the truth. You just want to argue.
I never rejected that.
So what is it? You want to argue? You want to debate, or you want the truth?
I never rejected that. But when I'm talking about the bees, I'm talking about what Allah is saying that He inspired them to do.
The bees represent a delicate, selfless worker that transforms raw resources into healing. Is representing the sweet results of following divine, natural paths. That's what it's telling you.
Feed from the flower of any fruit you please, and follow the ways of your Lord has made easy for you. From their bellies come forth liquid of varied colors, in which there is healing for people. Surely and this is a sign for those who reflect. That's not talking about wisdom. So please tell me, what part of this parable, supposed parable, is talking about wisdom?
Hey, brother, you waste your time with this guy. This guy here doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He's not guided on a straight path, and you're wasting your real on a fake person. And I know we've all been there. But that guy right there is very disingenuous. He knows exactly what you're talking about. He's sitting up there playing crazy, like he doesn't know what you're talking about, and he understands. I think if he don't understand everything, he understands what you're saying. He's smart enough to get that, bro. He just full of bull crap.
I know he knows. This is, brother. Look,
he knows what you're talking about. I'm telling you.
I know. What I'm doing is showing people the lengths people would go to sit there and disprove the Quran and have nothing to stand on. That's what I was doing.
Yeah, he know it. When you made your point, he understood that.
Oh yeah, no.
That man knows exactly what you were saying, bro.
The point is, and I'm gonna say this again.
And I gotta remind myself too. Don't waste your real on fake. Man.
See, they don't want no real.
Oh no, I disconnected him. I dropped him. He's still here though.
They don't want no real. They don't want no real. Let me tell you why they don't. Because they don't want to talk about what the book is really talking about. They want to sit up and they want to find something to argue about. They asked a question about the Quran. They quoted from the 16th chapter, the Sufi 1668 through 69, which serves as a profound metaphor for divine inspiration, a metaphor for divine wisdom, and the transformative power of faith. It illustrates how creatures, specifying bees, are guided to consume from the earth's resources, turning them into beneficials, healing, and diverse products, reflecting the Creator's mercy and wisdom. Listen, the produce and paths represents the worldly knowledge, experience, and providence that individuals consume and navigate in life. The drinking of various colors, the honey, it symbolized the beneficial output of a well-lived life, such as good deeds, wisdom, and spiritual nourishment. Healing for man, that represents the psychological, spiritual, and physical benefits derived from following divine guidance, and the sign for those who give thought. That highlights that the natural world in its order and efficiency, like the female bee industriousness, is a reflection of the Creator's power. This metaphor emphasizes that just as bees take nectar to produce honey, humans should take the food of knowledge and guidance to create sweet actions and character, bringing healing to themselves and society. That's what it means. But see, they don't want to speak on the truth. They want to find things to argue up. Hey, peace and one love. Y'all have to make sure that y'all join us on the African People Love right here on YouTube. Sometimes we do go to TikTok just to pull down the false lies of them oppressors and them deceivers. They're there to deceive you and keep you all caught up and confused. They want to keep you in confusion. And if they can keep you arguing over mere things, they can keep you in confusion. Hey, so remember that. Join us on African People Love. Until then, peace, as we always say, and one love.